ducked that ball away, lowered his head, and boom, end zone.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara.
Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway.
Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Prescott looks to throw right away.
Steps away.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Second and 10.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They'll bring a tight end in motion right. Now Prescott on 4th down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys' first down, and he'll have it by plenty, as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down.
I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on, or they're trying to show extreme.
Results there in 9 yards, and that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Off the play fake, Prescott.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Tashawn Gibson.
He's to the 15.
And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
So a big defense interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not on the sidelines to run forward. You're not hearing that. Prescott stripped.
Yo. Chat. What up, y'all, family? Yeah, I know we back, man. I know stuff.
Unfortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
In different mode.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Lamb will go in motion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Here's a screen now for Pollard.
No.
Go at the 25.
Let's go.
Good for only 6.
Let's go.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the Cowboys' first down. And they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
I know they got the first down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it. But I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, kicks either a punt, right? Field goal, or point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick. How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Play fake. Here's Prescott.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Prescott off play action. Sliding out of the pocket.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Defensive talk 101. Don't let the quarterback out of the pocket because when that happens, yeah, you may shrink the field with your defense, but it's so easy to lose someone on the backside. And he finds it and picks up a big gain.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Nothing our score after one.
start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Pollard will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
To me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. Toward the sideline and intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. He's on his way. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, in a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick six, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, Wonder, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Fresh off that pick six, here's Purdy. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Oh, another ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Here's Pollard again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Prescott. This is caught.
I don't know how he gets it.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 23.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. There again is Cooks, complete. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot and run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
This is 2nd and 8.
They'll run left with Pollard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Play action now, Prescott.
That's to Schoonmaker, the tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. On play action, Prescott.
That's dumped off to Pollard.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. He's not going to get there. They're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Quick throw, they're going to get back in the way and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Now here's Pollard. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Luke Schoonmaker.
As the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is up to 15 now.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll bring a tight end in motion left.
Play action. Now Purdy. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And Kittle going to have a 49ers first down as the tackle made right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
And Purdy, he's going to shift them around into something else.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the Cowboys sure gets there this time for the sack.
Osa Odighizuwa with an effort there to earn the sack.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Purdy's smoke. That'll be a pick up at 15 as they lead the third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Purdy. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. Big strides. Look at him go. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 66 yards. And the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. They'll try and run it here. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. And the Cowboys are able to recover. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel, but they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.